Good morning and welcome to Copper Coins. Oop, let me change this number. Coin Roll Hunt Reveal E494, a 1960p Chase Manhattan Bank roll. How is everybody doing today? I see we got frostbite in the house. Had to get an early start today. It looks like I'm going to be dealing with contractors. I got a septic contractor coming over, and I didn't want to fall behind because next week I've got to get some work done around here and try to get caught up with listings and mailing and attributions and everything else that's sitting on my desk. And I didn't want to fall behind doing that. So I plan on doing this roll first. I do believe, matter of fact, I cheated, not in this roll, but I have looked at 3 different rolls from the batch, and they all had double die obverses in them. Very minor one, but it's listed. And if we don't find one, I've got 4 of them that I will give away because I searched a roll this morning just to make sure. So there will be people getting 1D01 for sure. So after this, probably right after, I'll do the 72p roll because I've got a window from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. and that was when I had my reveals scheduled. Then I plan on doing the 57D in one of the 60D rolls tomorrow. And then the following day I plan on doing the 45D in the other 60D roll. Providing that everything goes smoothly, that is the week's plan. I can't actually put them up and schedule them with time right now because I don't know what my schedule is going to be like. But let's go ahead and get things started. We got 4 people in the viewers, so it looks like people are starting to see it. It's a little early, I know, but hopefully we get some participation. So let's get started. Let's get started with opening the roll. How are you doing today, Frostbite? Good morning, Dirty Water. Busy but good. That's me. And you know, when your septic breaks, you know what happens. Everybody in the whole house seems like they've got to use it more than usual. So we are trying to get it taken care of. Get this started. Coin number 1, Dirty Water, just in time. There are some bar L's, some class 2 on in, and 1 or 2 doubled eyelids. There are some reverses, minor ones. We're going to still just look at the first 10 reverses or so unless I see a die pair I don't recognize, and then I will do what I do. Driving to get some Ikes. All right, your favorite. Little die chip on the cornice. I won't be buying nothing for a couple weeks, depending on how much this is going to cost. Something tells me it ain't going to be cheap. Hopefully it's not a new septic system. I already got one estimate on putting a new septic system in it, and it wasn't pretty, especially being that I just put money into my pool. I have gotten that about 15% paid for. Yeah, it's a shitty situation, but you got to deal with it sometimes. All I know is that the reason they put a lift station in was because the original owner of the house wanted to plant trees all around in the front yard so he would get some shade. Well, it turns out that the sun hits it from the side of the house anyways. So it didn't affect anything. And then the power company made me cut the trees down anyways. So those trees are gone. So now I don't need a lift station. So if I do have to replace the septic, it will be one that just needs pump outs. I won't have to worry about the pump burning out every 3 or 4 years, and that seems to be what it is. It's about it's been 5 years since the last time, I believe. So they last about 5 years, but if I got to pay 12 to fix it and not have to deal with it every couple years, it'll pay for itself in about 12 years. But it is what it is, the price we pay for living in paradise. We knew when we moved here, the guy says, yours is the only house, you don't even need that system. And then we found out why they put it in. The guy was a tree lover that built the house. And that's cool. I like trees too. They're not really nice ones, but there are plenty of double die reverses. For sure. There's some nice FG. Yeah. DDR2, 1D06. There are some really nice ones. We have found, actually, I think we have found them all. We always say on Frostbite's stream when we're streaming that you always look for the variety and not the marker. In 1D06, I always know before I see it. There's these die scratches, and it's just like a pattern that you never forget once you see them. Every time I've ever found them, I've saw the die scratches, except for the first time, of course. I saw the die scratches. I'm like, well, this is 1D06, and then you flip it over and you see the die variety. Coin number 7. Sissy, see no DDOs so far. Even though it is a minor DDO, it is a DDO. And that was when I sold these. I says, well, I'll make sure there's a couple of these DDOs given out. But I have found it was 2, 5, and 4 in the rolls that I opened so far. And they're tough to see. The average person might not see this one. Next coin, Mark Thomas. Woodsy, welcome to the show. Good to see you here. We're getting repeating die pairs. I think there was about 8 die pairs in the rolls that I've searched so far of these. I usually don't do it. I usually have extra rolls, and I usually surprise myself when I did it. But the Philadelphia rolls, I wanted to make sure we had something in them before. We've been running on a dry streak, and it seems like people aren't participating in them, so I'm trying to get rolls that I know have stuff in it. Which is, like I say, something I don't normally do. I was all excited about those LA rolls, and I had 11 more rolls in the box that I got them out of, and they seem to all be 100% large date rolls. But I do know I have another box of those, so I'm going to have to look at those to either do another reveal up for you guys, and plus to search for myself. I don't have a stage C. I have a stage B and a stage D. So I actually need one of those for myself. Next coin, Tim Weber. Eric Maith, welcome. How are you doing today? We have seen this one with the die chip in the T. Next coin, Doug. See, it's typical. That's why I did this, going through and making sure I had something to give you. 11 coins in and we have found nothing. But that doesn't mean anything. Like I said, the first roll that I looked at of these, which was about a month ago, had 2 in it. Then I opened another one and it had 5. And I don't know what I did with them. I have them flipped up. It actually might be more than a month ago. It was during my last time off. Next week, I will be taking the week off to try to catch up with everything involved with Copper Coins reveals. I probably won't, but I'm going to get close. I'm doing okay. I mean, I could do better. I got the septic guy coming, so my wallet's squeaking on me right now. Good morning, Dan. We'll be following this with the 72p. Also on this, just so you know, a little side note. Nice little die crack there. The name tags say 484 on them. I fat-fingered this one. The rest of them are correct. The backs are correct. So never fear. They are the proper name tags. I just had these all stuffed and everything before I realized that I somehow edited back the changes I made. Did your wife like her wine, chocolate, and ice cream yesterday, Frostbite? Many years ago, worked with an Air Force guy. When asked, he always said, super terrific. He always seemed to be. You know what? When I'm having a bad day, I usually just try to reset and have a good day. You can only, like I told my wife yesterday, I was kind of had anxiety over this septic system. And I get nervous and have my little nervous tics. And about 20 minutes later, I just says, I'm sorry, I just had anxiety and I'm good now. I reset. No reason to take it that long. Got eggs too. All right, the milk was for your son. All right. Coin 17. Oh, also, if I do get a phone call, I do have to answer it. In case they did say if they could get by after the call at 10 o'clock in the morning, that he would call me and come by early. Coin 18, dirty water. So no double dies yet. Don't necessarily recognize this. Nope, that's a scratch. And on 60p, I usually go to the FG. The FG and the early 60s is the best way to spot doubled dies, at least in my opinion. If it's got a doubled FG, there's doubling somewhere on the reverse that you can see. So what's your topic going to be this weekend, Frostbite? Do you have anything planned? Aha! Got one. We got one. Let's see if I can get it to show. You can kind of see it right in the inside of the 1 right there, or the 0. Heavy gouge on this one. Whoa. You can see that's probably the best. It's a later die state. And then it is right on the inside of here. And you could see it in here, but not on this because of the die chipping. But that is, yeah, that's what I said. That is, I already searched a roll of these, Eric. That's why I knew they were in here. So this is 1D01. And I'm still going to give these 4 away that I did in the roll earlier today. Let me find my pen. Yeah, that's why I knew they were in here. This is the 4th roll that I went through. The first roll had 2. Second roll had 5. And the roll I just searched before this, because I guaranteed everybody that I'd be giving some DDOs away in this roll. And we got what I seem to be the little troublemaker at the door, so let me let her in. Come on. No causing no issues in here. Possibly one of the sweetest dogs in the whole wide world. I know that if every dog had her attitude, people would have 10 dogs. See, now my other one, my baby, she's got attitude. There's just something about her that me and her see eye to eye. But this one, she's just pure love in a long coat. So that's why I'm Eagle Eye. I actually did find it, though. I saw it right away. That didn't show as well as some of them show, Eric. Some of them you can really see it. You can see the thickness here, and you can really see the doubling right in there. Coin 23, Sissy. So what do you guys think about watching reveals early in the morning? I might do more reveals more broadcasts if I could do it early in the morning, being that I get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Up and working, enjoying this. All right. All right. Well, maybe I'll start doing 1 or 2 of them earlier in the morning. I'm at my best this time of day. So that's why, if you notice, I don't do much at night. Because this machine, it starts misfiring at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's another one. Not in the greatest, see, this one's not in the greatest shape either, and it's got a struck through grease right there. But you can see it. If you look right here, you see it in there. See if I can get it. And you can see the extra thickness in the 0. But we know it's this. Go to the listings and I'll show you. First, because of this, that's one of the markers. Then this die scratch. And the pictures that are, then you've got this also right here. The pictures that are in copper coins show it a little bit better. You've got these east-west die scratches with this die scratch connecting the TY. you have this die crack in the hair. And then you have this little die chip inside Bay 11. So this is for sure 1D01. Both examples have not been the best examples. Sorry about that, Kurt. I had some personal stuff. It seems like the last 2 months, ever since I had COVID, it seems like life has been trying to deal me a joker here and there. But I have a septic repair guy coming because my septic system failed on me yesterday. Oh, you mean 2 days ago? That was crazy. I loved it. And actually, I had more of those rolls in that box. I opened 2 of them, and they were complete large date rolls that had super early die state RPM 2s in it. That was all that was in them. But I've got another box, I think, that is 50 rolls from LA branch from 60D. And I think that I looked at one before, and it was a mixed date roll. And if that's true, I'm going to look through a couple of those to see if I can find more. And maybe we'll do more on the channel, but I got to find an example for myself. I don't have a stage C. I do have a stage B and D. But that is stage C. I gotta say, it caught me off guard when we found it. I don't know if you could tell I was surprised, but I was surprised. It has been a long while since I had the opportunity to find one of those. My stage B I bought, and my stage D I found over 20 years ago. Yeah, I was really stoked when I found it. It energized my coin. There's another one. Let's see if this one shows it a little bit better. Let me get my light better. So you can just kind of see it right here, but it's right in that reflection. This lighting is not conducive to it. And then it's also in the 6, right in here. And then also on the inside loop of the 9, right in here, but you really can't see it on the die because of the die chip. I guess you can a little bit, but it was right in here. Shinbone, welcome. And the people that are getting this 1D01, well, Eric, I can tell you that when I found it the first time, I was like, I found a real clear example. My lighting must have been working real good. And it kind of popped out. And I was like, I wonder if, and I was like kind of dismissing it. And then I looked at copper coins and I'm like, wow, there it is. And there was no doubt about it. I mean, it was exactly what I saw. These particular coins, and that is the issue that with the late die state examples in this variety, if you look at the mid die state photos, it shows up really well. But in the later die state, and that is the problem. In a circulated coin, you would probably never be able to find that. If it was below AU, it would be a tough find. And that is the problem with a lot of the minor dive varieties, in my opinion, is even the minor RPMs. Once they're to XF, there's another one. See, and you can this one's kind of showing a little bit better. You can kind of see it, and a lot of it is the lighting that I'm using to just do this search. But it really shows mainly on the 0 and on the 9. But it is for sure. So that's one for dirty water. Yeah, for the people that have gotten one, I'm going to exclude you from the giveaway at the end. That way we can try to spread the wealth as much as possible. Like I said when we sold it, it's minor. Chuck thought it was a big one that I was, and I says, no, it's a fly poop in the pepper. That's what Bill Fiva calls minor dive varieties. Fly poop in the pepper. Next coin for Kurt, and Kurt gets one. Kurt gets a 1D01, and you can, like I say, you can see it pretty good right there, but the way I can't get the light without it getting a big reflection to show the actual line, you can kind of see it right in here. Let's see if I look at it with the loop, if it looks better with the loop. Something tells me it is. Oh yeah, you can really see it in the loop. And if it was the mid-die state example, you would definitely see it. It is starting to look like the new version of Copper Coins is going to be really cool. There's going to be articles and all sorts of interactive stuff, it looks like. I can't wait for that to happen. I'm sure that it's going to take too long, and I want it now, and it probably was going to take a while, but it's looking good. Oh, you've seen it too, Eric. All right, so he's showing it to a lot of people. Excellent. You are absolutely right, Shinbone. You know, the FDA does say that there is a acceptable amount of insect feces and rodent feces in food that is acceptable. I'm not real happy to hear a comment like that, but you know, they're supposed to be the experts. And you know, you look at these factories that are making stuff like rice-a-roni and stuff like that. It is definitely possible. That there is those things in that stuff. And I'm not picking any one brand out. It could be in anything. Any boxed meal, any canned good as far as that goes. The only good thing with canned good is you know that it's been pressure canned and it's been brought to a temperature that even kills botulism. So you have that going for you. But you are correct, Shinbone. The ratio definitely is something. Alrighty. That's got some ejection type or machine type doubling. Actually, I think it was, I'm not sure. That's like a die issue there, but not a double die. And we've seen this die without that. Coin 43, Doug. I will be doing the 72 roll probably about 10 minutes after. I got to go refill my coffee cup. And see, there it is. Has it got that? Nope. That's the same die we just looked at. Refill my coffee cup, and I will get to that. And then I'm going to start sorting these coins and getting them ready to package out and mail some packages. I know my die variety sheet only needs about 4 inserts, and I will have that printed. Then I will start getting rid of the mass. Coin 45, Stan. Next coin, Frostbite. That's right, Shimbone. That's right. I went to Walmart the other day to buy donuts, and I was looking. Matter of fact, I didn't buy donuts because of it. And there was a fly taped into the donut box flying around, and I was like, well, I ain't buying donuts here. It's about the only place without going to a Krispy Kreme establishment that you can get those real fluffy glazed donuts down here. And my wife loves Krispy Kreme donuts. It is the one on 41. And actually, I don't go to that one that often. I got one that's right off of Sumter now. There's Walmarts all around me. And the final coin in the roll for Brad, and then we will give some of these coins away. And let me see who is not eligible for this giveaway. Get the die variety coins out. And we got Shinbone, Tim Weber, Frostbite, Dirty Water, and Kurt. You have already got one. These are the giveaway coins. So let me get my trusty chip bucket. Hold on, oh man, how'd that get in there? All right. 36. See who is 36? And if they haven't already got one, 36 has already got one, so bad roll. $49. That coin is in there, and that is Nana Stacks. She will not be eligible for a second coin. So let me get a flip here. Coin number 3. Coin number 3 is for Shinbone. He is not eligible to get another one. $37. that coin was in here. Let's see if it's somebody who hasn't already got one. Taco John. All right, so Taco John gets one. $34. 34 is Ant. So Ant gets one. Northport's got over 100,000 people in it, Eric. And it still looks like nobody lives here. Coin 14. The city is just so massive. Frostbite, he already got one, so he can't get another one. So let's draw another chip. Coin 20 already has one, so draw another chip. Dan, I don't think Dan had one, so let's double check. Make sure these are all... Kurt, you got one, Frosty. All right, Shinbone, Tim, yep, and Dan. So these are the ones that have it, and these are the giveaways. So let me get these all put aside. All right, let me get my coffee, and I will be back with... Put these away so I don't lose them. Reveal 492, which is that bank-wrapped 72p roll. So come back. I hope you'll join me. It'll probably be about 5 minutes or so. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you in a few. We'll talk to you later.